I'm Dane, and this is Dane Explains. The time of Lent has arrived again. Many different Christian groups observe Lent in some form. This year, like every year, I keep seeing posts in places like X and Facebook, derogatorily asking, where is Lent in the Bible? Well, where is Lent in the Bible? Let me explain. Lent, which is a 40-day period leading up to Easter, has traditionally been a time of fasting, abstinence, and penance for most of Christian history. Although it's not actually 40 consecutive days, it's more like 44 to 46. But more on that in a minute. Like I mentioned, I've seen a lot of people, presumably all Protestant Christians, questioning the practice of observing Lent, usually portraying it as an unnecessary practice imposed on the gullible by the Pope. If you're a Bible-only Christian, this does seem quite reasonable. There is no specific mandates to observe such a period of fasting and abstinence in the Bible. However, there are 3 glaring examples of people in the Bible actually observing such fasts. That's Moses in Exodus 34:28, before he goes to speak to God on Mount Horeb to receive the 10 Commandments. Elijah in 1 Kings 19:8-9, before going up the same Mount Horeb to speak to God. Lastly, and most importantly, Jesus in Matthew 4:1-3, immediately before starting his ministry that led up to his crucifixion. So it's not unheard of in the Bible, but there's no one who's shown to have made it an annual habit to observe a 40-day fast. All the previously mentioned fasts are the basis the Lenten practice is built on. So the practice is not mandated in the Bible anywhere, but it certainly is biblical. So to answer the question, is it biblical? The answer is yes, it is. Are you required to practice it? Well, that depends on the particular authority you're under. As far as I could tell from my research, all of the apostolic churches, which are the churches that trace an unbroken lineage directly all the way back to one of Jesus' apostles, observe the practice of a Lenten fast. The Roman Catholic Church actually has one of the more lenient Lenten observances, only having 2 days of fasting, which is Ash Wednesday at the beginning of Lent, and Good Friday at the end of Lent, abstinence from meat on Fridays during Lent, and no particular restrictions on the other days during Lent, except for the optional practice of giving something up we enjoy, which is often food or drink, items like sweets or alcohol. The Roman Catholic Church in the past, and many of the Eastern rites and churches to this day, have more strict rules. In the past, for instance, the Roman Church required people to fast on all the days of Lent except Sundays. I'll get to why Sundays were an exception in a second. And abstain from meat, dairy, alcohol, and certain activities that result in the conception of children on all of those days as well. So modern Roman Catholics have it easy. The reason why Lent actually lasts more than 40 days is because Sundays are considered what's called solemnities, or feast days. So they get skipped. Although, depending on the rite and the particular era, some restrictions did stay in place. Usually fasting wasn't required on Sundays, but the abstinence still was. At any rate, if you're a Bible-only Protestant with no formal church authority over you, why would you observe Lent? Well, one, it's a good practice for the health of your soul, or Jesus wouldn't have done it himself. Also, the practice was formalized at the Council of Nicaea, which is the same council that produced the Nicene Creed. Even many Protestants recite it today. Another thing is, it's actually something Christians observed from very early on. The very early church fathers, who were the disciples of the apostles, wrote about such observances as far back as apostolic times, and immediately thereafter. Their observances were even more strict than the later church authorities required, even fasting on nothing but bread, water, and salt for the whole period of Lent. So why should we observe Lent? Because it's good for the soul, it is biblical, and it's apostolic. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and other topics ranging from theology to science, please press the like button. Subscribe to my channel and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon to get extra content and special perks. Link in the description. the more people support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.